Hello, everyone. The stream is a little different here, so let me first off talk about that. So this is only 720p 60. So I said I was going to do this stream on my laptop, and I spent like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, trying to get that working and trying to get all of the little HDMI to USB converter capture card things working on there was like herding cats because every single time you start up OBS, the IDs change and then you can only open one at a time and you have to have it set to open all of them at once when it launches. It's driving me nuts. So instead, this stream is 720p on the existing computer and I'm hoping it doesn't lag. So that's it. So, okay. Hello, Sokoloft, for your first time chat. And yes, so today's objectives. There are three things I want to get to. I want to take a look again at that 3D6 portable because I didn't get a chance to get into the computer itself. We got to the power supply and it was enough of a nightmare on its own. Also, fun thing about that, it turned out, let me bring up the picture I took here. It turned out that the sparking sound wasn't actually the an arcing thing type situation. Picture's not gonna load. It hasn't generated a good thumbnail yet. Maybe. Let me see here. More details. Perfect. Okay, so if I switch over to this real quick, like, so you can see the image right here. So this was the bottom side of the capacitor that was leaking. It wasn't just arcing. It was actually boiling the electrolytic fluid that was shorting two power planes on it. So that was what was going wrong there. That was pretty alarmingly bad, actually. So yeah. But we're not going to be looking at that part of that system again today. I just want to look at the motherboard because, as I mentioned in the last stream, there should be a RTC battery that was removed, and I didn't get a chance to look at that. So, the other things, I have my Atari SE1224 monitor here. Right as I was filming my video about my introduction to the Atari ST, a capacitor blew in that thing, and it went dark. So I couldn't really use the computer anymore, at least now without connecting it to a television, which is suboptimal. So, yeah. And then I want to take a look at my TI Silent 700, which works, but it doesn't advance the page lines. So it will print, but I'm pretty sure what's going on is the solenoid that actually advances the pages. It's kind of like a weird ratcheting mechanism, so it punches a gear to advance the page lines, and I think the solenoid has gotten weak. And I'm guessing, based on what I peeked around in there, that there are some paper caps in it that have failed. So I'm looking at potentially replacing those. So today we're going to diagnose those things. First off, though, I want to open up this, which is an HDMI scaler thing that has a SCART input. Because as I in my mad dash trying to get everything set up here, I accidentally plugged a 12-volt power supply into this when it takes a 5-volt power supply, and I want to see what smoked, because something did. So, yeah. The thing is that, turns out the Blackmagic camera that I'm using for my nice camera here wouldn't work with the EasyCap 321 capture card I was using, and I don't know why, so I was going to try and run it through this to hopefully standardize the video source or something, and it wouldn't work. Well, it wouldn't work because I blew it up. Yeah, so I want to see if there's a part on there I can replace. So let's just get that open real quick. Like, yeah, I'm really frustrated. What was extra frustrating is I have my DC power supply sorted between 5 and 12 volts now, but a 12-volt one snuck into my 5-volt bin, so it was just really frustrating. Anyway, let's take a look at this thing. So, looks like there's just the one screw. I really need to figure out some kind of macro camera solution, because I don't think you're going to be able to see a single thing in here because of the focus. Well, the resolution's really low this time anyway, being 720p. So, Yeah. See, that's a irreplaceable chip. This one, oh, that heatsink is glued down real well. That's not coming off. What are those? Those look like voltage regulators. Those are all three the same 438 JHS or GHK or GH17 something. That thing there, that looks a little roasted though. That is marked LD56K, I think. It's real hard to see. Somewhere back here I have, yeah, this. I don't know if this will work with the GoPro. Whoa, what happened? Blech. This is gross. These are not lens cloths. And of course, that was the one on top you reach for. Yeah, really. And the one time I didn't read because I was so close to getting ready to stream that I didn't take the time to slow down. Every other time I've taken one out of there, I've stopped to read them. All right, see if this make it so you can see it in there. Oh, I doubt it. It's so dark now, but it focuses at least that way. I wonder if I could somehow like put this on there over it. Oh man, that almost makes it legible. Oh man, yeah, this loop is huge. It's awesome. I really like this thing. So what's getting invasive surgery today? I'm going to be checking the motherboard of the 386 portable because I didn't get to that last time. I want to look at the RTC battery. I want to take a look at my TI Silent 700 that made an appearance in the last video, and my SC1224. Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that visible on there. Man, it's real close, though. This works well for at least some kind of magnification. I will have to remember that. Almost. Oh! That comes off, and then... Okay, these are individual elements. That doesn't really work. I didn't know this thing came apart, though. Okay. Well, that'll help for cleaning. But I can't make a magnifier mount. Okay. That's good enough to see if there are any skid marks, and I'm not seeing any. Yeah, I don't know. There's just one of the legs on there is kind of brownish. It's really not going to show up well. I need to get some lights down here. You can almost see that center leg looks a little bit brown. Yeah, that's about it as far as I'm going off of that. So I'll set that aside. I'll get an actual part number off of that later. Throw that in order. So I haven't ordered any parts yet because I'm going to be doing a big order rather than a